If you're a designer who is feeling stuck, not feel like you're going anywhere, maybe this is what you need. For those who are new, hey guys, this is Anikjain. I run a design studio in Bombay. We are a creative team of 15 to 20 people. We work with brands globally, designing their brand identities and shaping how we see the world. And if you know me, I travel a lot. But what most people don't realize is that traveling has actually made me a better designer. The thing we often don't realize is that actually we are designing for humans. And if we don't go out, if we don't meet humans, if we don't interact with people, we will not understand the user perception. What are their likes? What are their dislikes? What do people feel about certain colors? What do people feel about different typography? If we just stay in our bubble, if we just design in our room, we will not understand how the world actually works out there. And if your designs don't actually work out there for the real people, then it's not design anymore, it is just art which no one cares about. The reason you see so many designers working in cafes is because cafe gives you an environment of work, makes you meet new people, makes you see people's behavior, how people around you are working. And by travel, I don't mean you always have to take a foreign trip outside. Travel simply means going out of your comfort zone, going wherever possible you can except your work desk, because you've been sitting in that same chair, in that same desk for so long that you're getting tired and bored out of it and you're not getting new ideas. And traveling is just an excuse to meet new people, to share your ideas with people, to collaborate with people. If you really have the eye of observation, you will start seeing the world differently. Right now, I am sitting in an Airbnb in Dubai. I am here for my birthday. The time I'm recording this, it is actually my birthday. I am literally in 2 hours going to meet a client near the Dubai Mall. The last time I was here, I've been to the Museum of Future. I've been to a lot of cafes with really good branding and just explored the city's architecture, the way everything works around here. I mean, you can always learn from books, from your laptops, but the practical learning which you get from traveling is actually insane and worth every single penny you spend to actually travel. And I know a lot of you guys watching this video cannot travel and don't have the resources to travel or don't have enough money to take a lot of trips like this. I also did not, but I put myself in that position where I travel a lot. For example, one way I did that, I started creating content, and content allowed me to travel. Right now, yes, I'm in Dubai because I booked my trips, I paid for the flights, and I'm here for my birthday. But after this, I'm not going back to India. I'm going straight to Los Angeles, California, USA, where I'll be attending Adobe Max. And Adobe invited me for their event is because I am creating content for them. I run a brand like my brand on Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and literally everywhere where Adobe wants me to make videos for them, and they invited me as a guest to Adobe Max. You see how I have positioned myself in such a way that I travel and I work, plus the travel happens because of my work, and you see how it is all interconnected. So I've put myself in that position. Half of my travel I don't even pay for. These are the opportunities I'm getting because my work is surrounded that area. Now this does not mean that you have to create content if you want to travel and learn as a designer. You can simply take smaller trips, grow as a designer, and then keep on traveling and no one is going to stop you. Last month I remember when I was in New York, just walking down the streets of New York, just taking the subway, going to the MoMA museum. I mean, I've also posted a video about that. Doing all these things, I have learned so much more as a designer. I, in fact, on my last day, did a creator meetup where I invited a lot of folks who are following me in New York, designers in New York, to come and meet me in Central Park. Because I was there not just to observe and learn, but also to learn from the actual designers of New York. And having these conversations with them taught me so much. I mean, they were also there to learn from me, but in fact, I was there to learn from them and take it back to India, to my studio, and put all those learnings not only to my team, but in also growing the company. The best part about traveling is meeting new people, because everyone has come from a different background. Everyone has their own culture they come from. Everyone has their own perspective they have. So having these different perspectives, different backgrounds, different cultures, blending it all together, that's what gets you those ideas. That's what makes you think out of the box, and that is something every designer thrives for. If you look at the simplest of the design, for example, if you look at the traffic signal, without saying a lot, without speaking too much, the traffic light is able to convey millions and billions of people around the world who have different language, different culture. Like, it's so simple and well designed. Red light means stop, green light means go, and yellow means like it's like a warning to stop. And how insane it is that everyone understands it. I mean, that is the true essence of design. There are so many times when I'm giving someone a feedback in my team and I always pull out a reference from my phone and show them something. There was a time when we are currently actually designing a facade for a real estate client, and I was showing an example of this brand in New York called COS, and they had this storefront display, but their signage was very interesting. In their signage, they did not write COS completely. They wrote half a C, half an O and half an S, but the way those were written and the shadow that it was forming completed the letter COS, and it was so interesting, and you would not understand this unless you actually went near that signage to actually see, because design should be functional first and then aesthetic later, and that is exactly the rule they also followed, which was incredible, because once you go near to the signage, you'll actually understand the meaning behind it, and now it is unforgettable. I keep taking this reference to everyone. So you see, this is all the learnings and this is everything you get, and this is just 1% of things. I can keep going on, and this video can be like a 2-hour session. I learn from real life examples, I learn from practical examples. That is how I learn the best, not with books and theories, and those all are great. I mean, I've read so many design books when I was starting out. Always do that, but always remember that traveling will teach you far more than anything else can teach you. So if you're a designer watching this, trust me, take my word on this, travel as much as you can. It might affect your work temporarily, maybe you're doing a job and you have to take a leave. Trust me, it'll all be worth it in the long run. Put yourself in such positions that it opens up opportunities for you to come to you. Yeah, I think I've talked too much, but my entire point of making this video is telling you guys how travel has made me a better designer, and I hope I am making you guys a better designer by sharing my learnings here as well. And if you enjoyed this video and learned something from it, make sure to like it and subscribe, because that really helps me out. Now I have my flight tomorrow. I'm really excited for Adobe Max. That's going to be happening in LA. I'm so excited to create all the content and show you guys everything I learn and see from there. Yes, that's it. I'll see you next in LA. Bye-bye.